Hello and welcome to the Slingshot channel. A while ago I reviewed some of these very inexpensive action cams my sponsor GearBest sells, and they are between 30 and 45 euros with all the bells and whistles. And I told you that I needed to do this because I want to do something strange with them, and that's exactly what will happen today. What I will do is I will mount these on an arrow that I can shoot from my homemade really powerful air gun, so that we can see the shot from the perspective of the arrowhead. So I made arrows for these. Meet the Action Cam Air Bolt. Let me show you its features. So I took the original case and made a holder for it, because you get tons of holders for this, but nothing that helps you mounting this to an arrow. So I made this from steel, 4mm steel, and mounted it so that it clamps in the original holder. And then I attached the whole thing to an aluminum piece, a round rod, that in itself sits into the hollow aluminum tube. And as you can see, this cannot move, and if you press against it, you can see that it really is supported by the entire construction. So it's a very solid construction. And then of course I have rather big vanes here. I think those are needed so that this doesn't twist like crazy in flight. There will be some twisting, but hopefully not too much. Well, and then it's just a hollow arrow. And this is it attached to my powerful homemade air gun. I test shot it yesterday, and for the start I'm only using 500 psi of a pressure. As you can see here, that's all the pressure we're going to use. And of course we will increase this and see how much abuse these cameras can take before a $30 camera shatters. This is actually the shot from yesterday. Well, this was a lot more far than I thought it would go. It actually went over the trees and into my neighbor's territory. Had to sneak in to retrieve the arrow, and as you can see, it twisted, and for some reason, I don't know why that is, you can see that the twist actually changes direction, and I don't know why that is. Maybe one of you guys has an answer for that. I'm not sure if you have noticed, but this is actually the modified version of the homemade shooter, because it now has a bottle. So all I have to do if I want to shoot again is just opening this front vent and repressurizing the chamber. Flying, coming down. Well, it survived, but that wasn't very smart of me because I forgot to set it on record. Let's do it again. Alright, now we're pressuring it up a little higher to about 9 bar. And you simply do this by opening this valve here. Pressure in the main tank went down a little, but not much. And we're ready for the next shot. Whoa! Dang! Now we're going for the real McCoy. 25 bar. I know that it's probably stupid to do that, because there's a high chance I won't find the camera, or it is broken and all my previous recordings will be gone. But hey, this is the Slingshot channel, and we are no pussies here at the Slingshot channel. Whoa! Now it's turning. Neighbor's territory again. Interesting. Well, it is very dirty, but it's still functional. Let's see what we've recorded. So do you have an idea about why all the arrows are spinning in one direction first and then at about the highest point start to turn and stand still for a moment and then go the other way? Because I have no idea why that is. Maybe you have. So let me know in the comments. Alright, now I will shoot at the archery mat from about 15 meters. Of course this is by no way sighted in, so I have no idea if I'm going to hit it. But if I'm not hitting the archery mat, well then I'm hitting something else. Okay. And whoa. I hit it. And whoa. Well, I tell you what, the camera still works, as you can see. And the only thing that happened is that my little steel holder is a little bit bent, but I guess some kind of, yeah, all back into shape. Amazing, it survived that hit. Okay, now it's time for something solid. We have this massive wooden board that I use as a backstop for archery. And if the camera is not going to smash when I hit this, then I have to say I'm totally amazed. And it all broke down. And it's funny because see what happened is that the entire vanes slid forward, and also of course the camera case has some cracks, and the camera is also no longer switched on. But you know what? It will be interesting to see if we can retrieve the material. I'd love to see how that hit looked from the perspective of the camera. Well, I guess the camera is kind of damaged. Interesting how it looks from the inside, don't you think? What you could get for this kind of money. Well, I have tried to retrieve the file and it says 0 kilobyte size. I guess it is probably lost. If you are an expert and you have a solution, I'd be glad to send you everything I have. Anyway, I tried several repair tools that you can get online, but nothing worked. And also look how hard the impact was. The impact was so hard, I'm not sure if you can see this right, that even the aluminum tube here was cut from the impact of the steel holder. Quite amazing. Some kind of force. So all these tests, and yet only one camera gave up. The rest is fully intact. Even though these cameras are between 30 and 45 euros. Amazing what you can get for that price. Well, if you need a good action cam, then definitely spend some time browsing the things that GearBest, my sponsor, has to offer. Because now with these low prices you can do experiments like I did today. Well, I hope you like this, because that's it for today. Go and buy some new action cams. Thanks and bye bye.